Hey, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. If you are new, please make sure to hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss any of my future uploads. In today's video, I am going to be doing a book haul. So all of these books are books that either I purchased new, I thrifted, or they were given to me by family. So if you haven't seen like my homeschool tour, we have two bookshelves where I have all of our books, and I am either going to have to rework it the tiniest bit so that I can fit these books as well, or I'm going to have to add some additional shelving in our homeschool room because as of now, I cannot fit these books in our bookshelf with the way that I have things in this moment. Now I have like reference books in certain areas and holiday books in certain areas. So that is what I mean by the way things are right now. I cannot fit these additional books. I am going to make it work, but I definitely have to do some reworking, maybe a few less decorative shelves, or again, I might just have to add additional shelving in our homeschool room. But the reason that I got these books is I wanted to take advantage of some of the recent sales that happened. And as I said, some of them were given to me just within the last 2 weeks from family. And also there were just some books that I already had some of, and I wanted like more of like a series or collection or whatever you would call it. So those are the books that I'm going to show you. I'm going to start with the ones that I got from family. I've mentioned it before, but I am not the only homeschooler in my family. I have other family members who have homeschooled or are currently homeschooling. So it is nice to be able to get things from people who have already walked this journey. I do have a family member who gave me these books. They were following a specific curriculum, so these books really did align with what was being taught in that curriculum, but I am happy to look through them and see the different ways that we can use them as well. I also got these books, which are more curriculum specific, but some of them are informational, so I will look through them. If there are any of these that we can use, I will, but these are the ones that are very curriculum specific, so I might not have as much use for these ones. But of these books, just to share, it's Astounding Animals, Invaluable Insects, Journey Through Rome, and Fables and Folktales. So we are actually using core knowledge for our history and geography. That will start in the second half of our school year. Ancient Rome is actually not in the scope for what we are doing this year. Ancient Rome is going to be next year. So again, some of these things I definitely know I won't be using, but that doesn't mean I can't use them in the future. These 3 chapter books were part of what I got. It is Astrid and Apollo, Sadiq and the Desert Star, and then Lost and Found. So these are the 3 books that I guess were like chapter books that are expected within the curriculum. And my daughter absolutely loves when chapter books have color pictures, so she's going to really be excited about these. I will probably just add these to her personal collection. We read every night together, so I think that this will be just part of some of the books that maybe we read at night together. But looking at the back of Lost and Found and Sadiq, it looks like there are more within the series for this one, and then as well for the actually, it's Arnold and Louise, and then this one's called Lost and Found. So there are more in the Arnold and Louise series. And then I don't know about Astrid and Apollo because it doesn't give more information on the back. Let me check on the inside. I'm not seeing more information about other books, but I wouldn't be surprised if there are more in the series. One thing I'm noticing though is in the back, there are facts. So I really like that. When we read through this, there's facts, there's glossary, discussion questions, stuff like that. And this is by the same publisher as this one. So now I'm wondering, this doesn't have the exact same setup, but it does have the glossary in the back as well as some discussion questions. And then it has a like build your own telescope thing. So I like that. That's cool that these books have that extra stuff in the back with more information. The next ones are these. This is a Scholastic level 3. This is a step into reading level 3, and then this one is step into reading 4. So Buddy the First Seeing Eye Dog, Truth or Lie, Dinosaurs, and Volcanoes, Mountains of Fire. So these two are science readers, and then this one is a nonfiction book about the first seeing eye dog. So these are things that I love to keep on the shelf in our homeschool room because the girls can really leaf through these on their own, but also I can use these when we are learning about specific things. The next set in the homeschool books that I was given is Goldilocks and the Three Bears, Zara's Big Messy Day, Just Ask, and The Fabled Life of Aesop. Now, we have a story of Aesop's fables, but this book's actually supposed to be about the storyteller. So I thought that was cool. I was not going to grab any books that we already had. There were some books that I did not pick because we already have them in our library, but this is different than what we already have. I love a Jan Brett book, so I was excited about this. I don't think we have Goldilocks and the Three Bears at all, but the fact that this is Jan Brett, I could not give this one up. Like, look how beautiful this book is. It is just so nice. This went along with the language arts, like writing portion of the curriculum, I believe. But Zara's Messy Day, that turned out okay. I don't really know anything about it. It says, join Zara for her big messy day and learn a simple mindfulness technique perfect for managing any messy emotion. I cannot see how that won't help because we need all the help we can get managing messy emotions around here. But I think this will be a fun one to add in, to read together, and to discuss. This one I thought would be a great addition because it's about inclusivity and how just because we have differences or things that make things harder for us doesn't mean we cannot contribute and help in different ways. And so I'm excited to add this one, Just Ask, to our library. So those are the books that were just given to me. Now, obviously, I didn't take certain ones that we already had in our library, but I took all of the others. So again, I don't know too much about the books or anything. I will have to leaf through them a little bit more. It's not like I went out searching for these particular books, but I'm excited to have them in our library and get to explore them more. Now it's time to go through the books that I hunted for though. I love these DK books and I'm going to go through these ones first. And so this one is Nature's Treasures. If you've seen my DK books video, then you've seen some of the similar books. We have a few of these already, and I just wanted more to kind of just complete our collection because we love these. We read them at bedtime. We reference them during school. They're just such great books. One of the reasons that I love them is the beautiful pictures, but also just the simple wording. It's not too much. Even on the pages that have a lot more information, I just love the way that they are laid out. So this is Tales of More Than 100 Extraordinary Objects from Nature, from a delicate bird's feather and a fragile autumn leaf to a mighty elephant's tooth, a glittering rock from space. Discover more than 100 natural objects with amazing tales to tell. And my girls really listen to these books. Like sometimes they will give me information just randomly that is from these books that I didn't remember. And I'm like, how did you know that? And it's these books. Like they really love them. In the similar style, this one is The Secret World of Plants. So underwater plants, meat-eating leaves, seeds the size of soccer balls, and trees with rainbow-colored bark are just a few of more than 100 featured plants to explore. So similar to the other one, again, beautiful photos and illustrations, and the wording isn't too much. Now, when I say it isn't too much, I mean I can read some parts and my daughter can read some parts and it's not overwhelming. And I also just love the gold detailing that they have on these pages. It just makes it so much prettier to look through and my girls are always excited to flip through these pages. Now those ones I bought new. I also bought this one new. Normally I buy these types of books from DK new. This one is new, and do you see the marking here? They're just really easy to damage. With that said, I bought this one from Thrift Books. It said like new, so I did trust it, but I'm just giving that information because if you buy any of these ones with this type of material and it doesn't say like new, you might end up with a more damaged book than you were expecting because the ones that just have these covers, this like softer material, it's just really easy to damage them. So if you're not new around here, you know my girls love birds. It has been so fantastic because we recently added a tree feeder that my daughter learned about in mystery science, and then we had to get it. And we made sure to get the right food for the birds that we wanted to attract, and it has just been blue jay craziness around here. It's so fun to see the blue jays and the cardinals finally have a spot that they are really enjoying, and my girls absolutely love to see them at the feeder. So these books are a little bit different in style than the other books that I showed, but we love these ones as well. These ones, again, are bedtime stories for us. I'll normally do an animal or a plant or a rock, whatever the book is about. I'll do one page of it and we'll just learn all about it, and it's just so much fun. But this is the Little Spotted Kiwi, and I just love that they have a wonderful illustration as well as a beautiful photograph. And here's what I'm talking about with just the right amount of information. This is not a book that you're pulling out to do a full research paper on, but it is enough for my little girls who are 7 and almost 5. It's just right. And if Alani was doing an animal research project, which I will talk about more, I think, in my Simplify Writing Review video, then I would love for her to use a little bit of information from multiple sources. So this would be a perfect book for that as well. I first saw this book in Barnes & Noble, and when I looked through it, I was impressed by the different explorers that were featured. And I also really liked the language that was used when discussing certain explorers. I taught 5th grade, and 5th grade was a curriculum year in my state that was very heavy on exploring the world and focused on the explorers and the different things. So I learned a lot about different explorers. I taught a lot about different explorers. So not only do I have the background of that, but I also just have my personal ideas of how I want to teach my own children. And I think that this book is a good reference for some of the things that I want my girls to know. This page here is on an Aboriginal Australian explorer, and there are just so many different explorers in this book. I'm gonna have to wrap this up because I actually have to go pick up Emmy from theater. Alani is homesick, but continuing our adding to our collection, I grabbed some of these books. We really liked A Rock is Lively, so I grabbed some more of these from Thrift Books. We got A Butterfly is Patient, An Egg is Quiet, A Seed is Sleepy, and A Nest is Noisy. I'm not gonna go through each of these because I'm actually short on time now. I'm just going to show you at least for A Butterfly is Patient. Beautiful illustrations and great information in these books. And then I love the pictures of all of the different butterflies in the back. Really happy with these. I'm going to be so excited to add them to our library. And my girls don't know about all these books, so they're also gonna be excited as well. The last ones I'm gonna talk about are ones that I got new. So we have all of the other ones, but we didn't have Goodbye Spring, Hello Summer. So I wanted to make sure that we got the last one in our collection for this. And then we love The Leaf Thief. Like, we absolutely love The Leaf Thief. So when I saw The Flower Thief and The Snow Thief were on a good deal for pricing, I just had to get them. So these are so funny. If you haven't read The Leaf Thief, it's basically about a squirrel that is questioning all of his other forest friends because the leaves are going missing and he believes that others have taken them. It's really a cute story. And then in the back, it gives information about what happens with the leaves, the changing of the season. So such a fun book, but also informational. So I made sure that I added these to our collection. So that is all of the books that I have recently purchased or been gifted. And I, again, have some reworking to do in our homeschool room, but I'm so excited to add these in. And I know my girls are gonna be excited as well. If you like videos like these, please make sure that you are subscribed to my channel so you don't miss any of my future uploads. As always, thank you so much for your support on my channel, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.